WTJU.
Ain't no Jesus, never saved a soul, never walked on water, except ice and snow. There's a rumor in the choir I'm just the luckiest guy I know, but ain't no Jesus, never saved a soul. I struggle with wrong from right. I ain't no Prince of Peace. I've hit the floor in a good bar fight. I'll ask forgiveness come Sunday, 'cause I'm asking for trouble Saturday night. I ain't no Buddha. I struggle with wrong from right. No, I can't walk on water, can't part the sea. The only miracle I've seen is you walking down the aisle to me. No, I can't talk to God, I ain't divine. Only miracle I've seen is I can call you mine. And I ain't no carpenter, I'm more sailor than saint. I'll put a hammer on a thumbnail, swear so loud they close heaven's gates. But I built you a four-post bed now, darling, don't make me wait. I ain't no carpenter, I'm more sailor than saint. No, I can't walk on water, can't part the sea. The only miracle I've seen is you walking down the aisle to me. No, I can't talk to God, I ain't divine. Only miracle I've seen is I can call you mine. I ain't no savior, ain't got the words. How do you preach to the masses when you can't even talk to the girl? Well, you get a little courage from holy wine, but then your speech gets slurred. I ain't no savior, I ain't got the words. No, I can't walk on water, can't part the sea. The only miracle I've seen is you walking down the aisle to me. No, I can't talk to God, I ain't divine. Only miracle I've seen is I can call you mine. The only miracle that I've seen is I can call you mine. All mine, I can call you mine. All mine. The gentle sound of two people clapping. Thank you.
Well, it's quality, not quantity,
Yes,
that counts
it's
here.
all about enthusiasm. It's not about the numbers.
Well, thank you, Ellis, for coming to WTJU. And
Nice to be back here, Mike. Thanks for having me last minute. I know I have a show coming up and wanted to make sure I did as much as I could to get the word out. It's on Saturday night at the Front Porch.
yes, starts at 8 o'clock.
That's right. Yeah.
Doors at 7:30.
Yep, I think so. Yeah.
And what are you and what are you going to be playing?
Well, I've got a new album out, so I'll be playing a lot of songs from that and then touching on past records. I'm on a tour of the U.S. and Canada and Europe, celebrating 30 years of being on the road, and so I'm trying to get something from every album in during the course of the night, and
Okay, good.
you know, telling stories about the times and how they've changed in that period, and so yeah, it should be fun.
All right, well, tell us, the name of that first song was?
I Know Jesus. It's on the last album that I put out, The Storyteller Suitcase.
Okay.
And yeah, I like playing it. It's a good warm-up song when you're throwing on the radio. So I like starting off with that one because it's easy to jump into.
Yeah, it sounded great.
Thank you.
Well, what do you want to play next?
Well, this song is also from The Storyteller Suitcase. That was the last record that I put out. That was pre-COVID, 2019 it came out. And this song is really about never giving up on that version of you that you want to be, and no matter whether you're 17 or 77. It's called You'll Never Be This Young Again. I met a walking man, his life fit in his pockets. His thumb was in midair. On a road in Millinocket, a 6-string guitar. His girlfriend's locket going my way, my way. Now for a dream, he left the mills, he left the bricks, he left the mortar. I told him I could take him to the Massachusetts border. He sang like a jukebox on an endless roll of quarters down the highway on a bright, lit, sunny day. Oh, you'll never be this young again. The train conductor's calling you Ted. If it ain't now, then when? Oh, the mountaintop ain't gonna wait forever. I fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. All right. An old friend said, Ellis, I've been living in a cubicle, making cold calls, popping pharmaceuticals. I thought my whole life would read more like a musical. So write your own a West Side Story. Shake off the shackles by a tackle box, a boat, a cabin on Sebago to think, to float. When the typewriter's clacking, the novel gets wrote. I'm telling you now, no risk, no glory. Oh, you'll never be this young again. The train conductor's calling you Ted. If it ain't now, then when? Oh, the mountaintop ain't gonna wait forever. Fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. All right, you'll never be this young again. Again, again. You only get so many heartbeats. You only get so many first kisses, so sweet. Dreams don't come easy and they don't come cheap. Don't let the haters kick them out of you. Out of you. Oh. The train conductor's calling your ticket. If it ain't now, then when? Oh, the mountaintop ain't gonna wait forever. I fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. All right, you'll never be this young again. Oh, you'll never be this young again.
Great,
All right.
great. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Well, I knew you were originally from Maine, Ellis.
Yeah.
What brought you to Charlottesville?
Well,
Or to the Charlottesville area, I should
my
say.
partner and I were having a baby, and she and I wanted to be close to her parents because of the amount that I travel, and they lived sort of between here and D.C. And she had been at UVA. She was a PhD student in something there, archaeology or one of the ologies, and so when she was younger, and so we wanted to come to a place that was beautiful, and we've been here now for, geez, it's my daughter's 19, so we've probably been here about 16, 17 years. Yeah,
Oh, great.
a long time.
We're blessed with great music in this area, and
You
you're
are,
certainly
yeah.
part of it.
Yeah, it's nice. I love coming home to a beautiful place. I live out in Crozet, as you do, Mike, I know, and I love, I don't often come into town because I'm on the road so much, you know,
Right.
so it's nice to do a show here once in a while and remember what it's like to have a hometown and be in it, and so it's good to be here.
Well, you said you just finished a tour around the world.
Well,
so
I was
where all
in
did you go?
I was in the UK. I did a run of shows in England, and then a run of shows in Ireland, and then came back and just was down in Florida for the weekend, and that was the last 2 weeks. And then next month I'm all over the East Coast and going out to California for a week. And
Okay.
so it's still, you know, the world is still opening up. My world anyway, in the post-COVID years.
Yeah.
So my touring schedule is starting to get back to where it was prior to the COVID times, and that feels good too. But I'm not used to touring. I've been standing still for, you know, the last 3 years, and so this is it's traveling's tough. I had forgotten how hard it is.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, I once had a boss who asked me if I like to travel, and I said yes. And he said, "You obviously haven't done much of it," which was true. Yeah,
That's the secret.
Yeah.
The novelty of it is great until you've done it for 31 years, and then you're like, oh, right, 7 hours to the next show, okay, and then you get in the car and you just do it, and the show itself is always fun. It's just the transitions in between.
Yeah. So for those of you listening, Ellis will be at the Front Porch on Saturday night. And what are you going to play for us next?
Well, let me see here. Speaking of California, I guess I'll do a song about California. This is called Slingshot. And those of you out there in the cars listening or at home listening, I'll play this riff for you. And I'll ask you what image comes to mind in your head. And if you're seeing like a convertible on an open highway, that's what I was seeing when I fell into this pattern. And then I thought of all the beautiful places I'd been in California and how expensive it is to live there. And how envious I was of people that I know as friends that do. I wrote this song, it's called Slingshot. The fog is up, the moon is rising, laying a blanket of white on the ocean for you. Are you living in the moment now? two-lane highway in California, beautiful woman beside ya, and she's scolding you. Are you living in the moment now? The world could use a hero, 'cause the lunatics are running the shop. I'll be your one-man army. I've got a stone and a slingshot. We could build a castle or a cabin on this very spot with a view of the ocean. All the money we don't got, that we don't got. Now where do you go when your faith gets weary? To money, to God, or to chaos theory? I'm asking you, are you living in the moment now? 'Cause we could build a castle or a cabin on this very spot with a view of the ocean and all the money we don't got. The world could use a hero, 'cause the lunatics are running the shop. I'll be your one-man army. I've got a stone and a slingshot. Oh, a slingshot. You feel beside me, it colors the way I see beauty. We could build a castle or a cabin on this very spot with a view of the ocean and all the money we don't got. The world could use a hero, 'cause the lunatics are running the shop. I'll be your one-man army. I've got a stone and a slingshot. Oh, a slingshot. Thank you, Mike.
The riff, it did make me think about driving a convertible down
There you
some
go.
highway.
Yeah, sometimes the guitar writes the song for you.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
Well, so I see that perhaps your greatest inspiration was Woody Guthrie.
Yeah, he's. I'm a huge, almost student of his in many ways. Our music's very different. You could probably hear that yourself because you probably know his stuff very well. But his use of language and his way of painting a scene and allowing the listener to be engaged in what he was writing about creatively, so they see a movie going on in their head, and the way he played with words and the subject matters that he wrote about, all of that stuff has just inspired me. And then on top of that, he's just a very tragic figure. He's sort of the Van Gogh of the music world. He had a lot of tragedy in his life, and he had an illness called Huntington's chorea that affected his ability to, write and travel and sing and play, and eventually took his life at a very young age. And even though he died at the age of, I believe, 47, he managed to still write 3,000 songs, which, is as many as Dolly Parton's written, and she's 137. So it's...
I won't tell her you said that.
Yeah, we'll keep that down. I love Dolly Parton, too.
No,
That's not a slight. But, so he was incredibly prolific and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe in the undercurrent of his mind he knew that his time was limited on the planet, so he just would constantly write, sometimes multiple songs a day, and put them on napkins and paper bags and wallpaper, whatever he could find.
Yeah. Is there anything in your repertoire that you would say is close to Woody Guthrie?
Oh yeah,
closest?
there's a lot of songs that I've written that are sort of in the style of him over time. They're more narrative kind of things. But there are a few.
Yeah, I figured there were. I mean, I've seen. I mean, you're award-winning from your career. All those awards you got in Boston and New England. And
yeah.
Pretty impressive. And you did some children's albums as well, right?
I did, yeah. A lot of my children's, that's probably the place where Woody's influence is most like mine, because he wrote children's songs for one, which sort of gave me a license to be able to do it myself. And a lot of people have. Tom Paxton has. Johnny Cash put out a children's record. A lot of us have done that. And when you have kids, I have two daughters, and I wanted to write songs that they would kind of grow up on,
right.
That weren't over their heads, so to speak, like, my adult stuff might be. So I did 2 albums and, put out 2 children's books that did quite well. Yeah. And I like the idea of writing for kids as well. It's a little bit funner in a way because with adults, you can use very tiny brushes, and you're trying to get the idea across them in subtle ways. And so your palette's a little broader as far as the colors you can use in writing the song. And then you get to kids, and it's like you take out a house paintbrush and you're working in primary colors, but you're trying to entertain the parents at the same time in between the lines, so that, because nothing drives a parent more crazy than children's music generally, unless it's really
right.
Artfully created. And it was really, really fun to do some of those songs. I could do something, I guess, from one of those songs if you'd like to hear something. Kid song.
You pick it. I mean, we're just so happy you're here, and you play what you think.
Sure. All right, let's see here.
I do like some of the children's albums that folks have put out. I think of the Grisman Garcia, not for kids only album.
Yeah.
I mean, and my kids grew up on that and really loved it. So
I did an album called Hero in You, which is songs sort of in the vein of Schoolhouse Rock. Remember Schoolhouse Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just get this in tune. Everybody's got a story of all their troubles, all their glories. Tell me yours, you cannot bore me. I love listening to you. All your bumps and all your scratches, all your holes and all your patches. It's you, it's true, you have no matches. There's a hero in you. You can make the hero you are. With your brain, your aim, and your battle scars. Now everybody's got a tale of how they chased a great white whale, and some succeeded, some just failed. But trying's what you gotta do. For in the trying to feel you're flying, the whole wide world's beneath you lying. It's you, it's true, there's no denying. There's a hero in you. You can make the hero you are. With your brain, your aim, and your battle scars. Now everybody's got a tale of how they chased a great white whale, and some succeeded, some just failed. There's a hero in you. So use your brain and do some thinking. You could be the next Abe Lincoln. Use your muscle, try to hustle. You could be Muhammad Ali. Use your toes, dance on pumpkins. You could be Isadora Duncan. It's you, it's true, I hope it's sunken. There's a hero in you. You could make the hero you are. With your brain, your aim, and your battle scars. Now everybody's got a story of all their troubles, all their glories. Tell me yours, you cannot bore me. There's a hero in you. That was called The Hero in You, and that's the title song of my children's record, The Hero in You. I've been thinking about writing another children's record, but I've got, you know, only so many records ahead of me, and I don't know how to spend my time exactly. I just put out this new one, so that's been the one that's been on my mind most of late.
Yeah, no, and it's I've listened to it, and it's a great record. So
Thank you so much.
I mean, I think you're still doing great.
Still invested in it, still loving it, and you know, it's my 23rd record. And I've got live records and holiday records and children's albums and cover albums and side project albums and then studio albums, and I just hope to keep on doing them.
Well, we hope you keep on doing it as well.
Yeah.
And folks, again, I'm not to belabor this, but Ellis will be at the Front Porch on Saturday night, so go down and see him. There are still tickets available. So we've got about, we probably have, depending on how long it is, we've probably got time for one, maybe two short ones or one longer one.
All right, we'll do, why don't I do a song from the new record? This record's called 55, and this song is the title track as well. It's a song about turning 55. Did this during the pandemic.
Was it about just about someone you know?
About me, yeah. I've lived through 8-track tapes and DVDs, vinyl records still in the sleeves, mixed cassettes I once believed could keep a girlfriend crying. Polaroids were just a trend, rotary phones won't spin around again, highway maps all came to an end, and nobody saw them folding. And I'm 55, just trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Now on a dusty highway I once rolled my car, I walked away without a scar. I spent countless nights playing smoky bars, trying to find myself a little trouble. Whiskey sour, whiskey neat, one too many and you're obsolete. I was living the dream on a lucky streak, nearly trapped like a ship in a bottle. And I'm 55, just trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Rand McNally and the fax machine, milkman bringing home butter and cream, Sears and Roebuck magazines, look what I out survived. Oh, I'm 55, just trying to figure out how I'm still alive. I can't remember where I got the call. Might have been St. Louis, might have been St. Paul. They've canceled every show through fall. Turn the bus round, boys, it's over. This virus don't care if you got mouths to feed, or about songs you're singing while the whole world's bleeding. You get to stay, and John Bryan's leaving. Who's in charge of the order? Rand McNally and the fax machine, milkman bringing home butter and cream, Sears and Roebuck magazines, look what I all survived. Oh, I'm 55, just trying to figure out how I'm still alive. You fall in love, fall in lust, fall to pieces, fall to dust. I've come to trust is the sun's gonna shine. Come morning, come morning. Well, I fell in love, I had a child. Making babies never goes out of style. She can kill me with just her smile. She can break me just by crying. Ran McNally and the fax machine. Milkman bringing home butter and cream. Sears and Roebuck magazines. Look what I out survived. Oh, I'm 55, just trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Oh, I am 55, God only knows why I'm still alive.
Great
Thank you,
lyrics.
Mike. Thank you
Great
so
lyrics.
much. Thank you.
Well, and that's the title cut from
That is, yeah,
your
that's the
latest
new one.
record. So, folks, check it out, and check out the show this Saturday at the Front Porch.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here, and we're listening to WTJU Charlottesville, Something New, and we just heard something new from Ellis Paul. Thank you very much, and
Thank
now
you.
we'll send it back to the studio.